It's like a minute behind. And I think this is working. How are you? Let me take a look around and press a couple of buttons here. Well, let's see, there's that one. That might work. We're going to give people a few extra moments to get in here today. This didn't work. Come on. There. Okay. Boy, do we have news today, huh? Lots going on. Man, it doesn't rain, it pours. Man, we had trouble with PayPal, trouble with YouTube. Now we're going to have trouble with Facebook. So let's get a few people in here. It says 2 watching, but I got 30 names. Let's see how that works out. There's let's see, Mantic Coins, Lincoln Central, Crazy Maters, Chris Hurley, Figure Lamy. For those of you who are watching this as a repeat, during the live stream, we have a chat feature. It's actually over there. People can talk, which is pretty darn handy when you want to talk about something kind of big, which is what this is. Kinda. To some people, it's big. So, well, if you get a chance, get on in here while it's live. Of course, if you're watching this on the repeat, it's not live. But you can, never mind it. You can always leave a comment and we'll get on to it. There's Paulie. Now, Paulie's got a good show. He really does. I was mentioning this during his show just a few minutes ago. He's got, years, decades of experience. And when he goes through coins, he talks, much like I do. You talk about the coins while you're going. There's no politics. There's no hassles. And there's no issues. He doesn't get into any of that stuff. He talks about the coins. He promotes the hobby. And that's the kind of quality content you really ought to check into. He's got 500 subscribers, which is a pittance to what he should have. Polly, you can post your link. You're blue. You can post up the link to your channel. It'll be well worth it. It says we got 18 people watching. I'm going to give it just a few minutes because we got a lot of ground to cover. And we're going to be talking, not showing off any coins. We're not going to sell anything. We're not going to buy anything. We're not going to, get into coins. We're going to get into how we do our thing. There we go. It's JC Will. Logan's in here. Logan needs a lot of attention too on his channel. He's been utterly neglected. Okay, 20 people. We'll give it just a few moments here. I have over 2 decades of coin hunting. Polly's got that in his back pocket. How long you been doing this, Polly? Since you were since Jesus came over in the Mayflower. He's an old timer at this. He's got experience. You can't buy that experience, and he just gives it away just by talking. 52 years. I'm not 52 years. Yeah, he was literally going through penny rolls when I was sucking my thumb. There's Dave from Texas, Mr. Brian Berry, Kyler Pellerin. We have some new names in here. Who's this Brian Berry fellow? Hey, look, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Let me scratch this real quick. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of things that we do. We have a coin class on Saturday, and people are raving about that. We can do all sorts of things with that. We have the Sunday show with a big show where it's a viewer supported giveaway, and we give away some. Oh, it's up here. Which one is it? I'm on that one. I thought it was on this one. Okay. Anyway, it's a viewer supported giveaway, and we give out some pretty impressive coins to stimulate people's collections and get them more interested in collecting and stuff. Some collectible quality coins. What's going on here? 14-year-old Logan. That's right. Sweet, I'm only 25 years. He's got double me. Yeah, Polly's he's been around a good long time. He's seen stuff, you'll see eventually, but he's already been there and done it. He's seen it all. Okay, we got a bunch of people. We're hitting 30 people, so I think we're ready to go here. Okay, let's talk about what's going on. We had, last month, a fellow I was talking to had a PayPal account. And, well, PayPal caught up with him because he was taking payments by means of friends and family. Well, they don't want that if you're actually selling a product, so they killed his account. Well, that's a darn shame because it's the premier means of conducting transactions online right now. Maybe a better way will come by later, but in the meantime, his account is closed. He's out of business. So he's using his wife's account as the way to work around on that. Um, if they don't want you to do things a certain way, they will spank you. Now you have the changes on YouTube, right? You got to have 1,000 subscribers. You got to have 4,000 hours of view time, and we've been talking about this. Many people for the past month, ever since it came out. You get about 3 days left to get there, and if you don't reach that those thresholds, you don't get to monetize your channel. And for some people make an honest, decent, handsome living doing these videos. I pick up a couple of dollars. It's a nice little perk. Give it time, it'll grow. Now we have a lot of people over on YouTube, on Facebook, excuse me, who are using Facebook as a venue for buying and selling coins. You have these groups, the Coin Up Sales and Trades Only group I use quite frequently. There's a Wheat Cents Only group. There's Lincoln Cent Auctions, Variety and Errors, where you can buy and sell variety coins, error coins. Let me give you some figures here. There are tens of thousands of people who are using Facebook to buy and sell and trade coins. Now, a lot of these groups, they serve just to, talk about coins and, discuss coins and say, what's this coin? What's it worth? And, where's the machine I can put it in to get my money? We motivate each other. We coach each other. It is a premier method for new collectors to get involved in the hobby. You can do it anytime. They walk around, they got that phone in their hand, and they just, there goes the tape. And they walk around staring at that phone, they press a button, they walk into traffic looking at the phone, and really they're on Facebook talking about coins. God love them. We hope they don't get hurt. Let's see, there are thousands of people, literally thousands of people who are making sales on Facebook, sufficient to improve their lives. And a lot of people, hundreds easily, probably into the thousands, that are making a decent living. There's an estimated $10 million a month being bought and sold on Facebook. Now, I don't know what portion of that is coins, but there can be a substantial amount. There's a lot going on behind the scenes as well. Just in the PMs, you don't see that. Really, this is just a drop in the bucket compared to the $4 billion industry that is the coin hobby. It's big. Now let me catch up over here. Phoenix says, could possibly sell coins like groups sell guns. Facebook has issues. You can't sell certain things like, pharmaceuticals, live chickens. You can't sell a chicken. You can ship a chicken in the mail. Seriously, you can go to Murray McMurray and order baby chicks, 2 days old. They'll put them in a box. You got to have at least 25 so they stay warm, and they ship. They do it every year. They've done it for 200 years. Chicken in a box, here you go. It's like $6 to ship a bunch of chickens. They're quite lightweight, but you got to keep them breathing and stuff, and throw some food in there. They'll be fine. Geez, now we got this. I'm going to take you to the screen for a moment, so bear with me. You'll see what I see. What the hell is it? That one. Okay, screen. We're going to go up here. These are the commerce policies on Facebook. Okay, you can go back here as far as you want, and you'll find that it applies. Let's go back here. There you go. Understand their policies. Section 15 under prohibited content. All right. You get a few things here. You got no prescription of recreational drugs, no tobacco. All right. No unsafe supplements. Well, I suppose safe supplements are okay. No weapons. All right. You can't sell guns. You can buy a gun somewhere else, but you can't do it on Facebook. No animals. There's your chickens. No adult products or services. No booze. No adult health products. No gambling. Okay. No fraudulent, misleading, deceptive, or offensive products. All this stuff. No subscriptions or digital products. Number 15 is real, virtual, or fake currency. Okay, this includes, number 1 is real money, which is cash or cash equivalent instruments, and coins. No coins can be sold on Facebook. Okay, let's talk about that one, what that is going to mean. How do I get back to me there? And I got to find the chat. Okay, one moment. I always screw this up. There we go. You can't sell coins on Facebook. So now you got these, hundreds of people making a living, thousands of people who are supplementing their lifestyle and their income, and just continuing their hobby, because selling coins is just an extension of the hobby. You might not be there yet, but one day you will be. It's natural. Geez, I got 2 of these. I only need 1. Okay. What do we do? Here's what's going on. Right now, it's the bots. You have these, little programs that'll read Facebook and say, "Oh, this guy's selling a coin," and automatically kick it out. That post, that selling post, is effectively deleted. Well, it's kind of deleted. Only the user, the guy who posted it, can see it, and it says you're violating community standards. It doesn't get into which standard or how you're violating or what flagged the issue. It just takes it off. I mean, you got live bids on an auction item, and they're going to kill it. What do? Well, you take a screenshot and you try it again. I've done this, 3, 4 times in a row to try to complete a bid in progress. But what's happening is, well, they're getting more bots, I guess, or stronger bots or faster bots. Wait for the Facebook police to show up, and they'll kill entire groups. Right now, it's individual posts that are disappearing, being taken down. Ken, my mom is single. Are you? It depends on how big your mom is. Okay, let me get back here. So it's just a matter of time. What we're seeing right now are an increasing number of posts being removed. They are accelerating. We have reports from the moderators of different groups. There's a group on Facebook just for group moderators, believe it or not. We all talk back and forth. What about this guy? You like him? Oh, he's a jerk. He rips people up. And we boot him out that way. No, seriously. Does she have a nice personality? Does she play bingo? You got pictures? I think I just woke my kids up. Go back to bed. All right. So it's a developing problem. And, well, how long before they fully enforce it and take it down? And why are they doing this? That's the key thing. Now, a lot of times you see one website, a big website, for example, PayPal, will tighten up just a bit. And then the next one will tighten up just a bit. And another one will tighten up just a bit because they need to comply. When you get to a certain size, you become subject to lawsuits just out of the blue and for no darn reason because, geez, you stand a good chance of winning, and it's a lot of money in there. It's a deep pockets theory. Sue the guy with the money. Even if you got no claim, just sue him, and you throw enough irons on the fire, one of them is going to get hot. So they need to tighten up. It's a liability issue. We live in a litigious society. Google that one. And we've been seeing this with the PayPal, with YouTube, and they're going to have 1,000 subs, and now we're seeing it on Facebook. And if they enforce this policy fully, right, no coins, now what? Now we've got to have another way to go. And why are they doing this? Well, yeah, other sites are doing it. They have to protect themselves. But a theory came out a couple of years ago when the groups first started. A fella said, they're going to get us hooked, and then they're going to monetize it. If you want to stick in these groups, you got to pay. Wait for it. It can happen. Why not? You got 1 million? No, wait. You got 1.5 billion viewers on Facebook. Well, old Zucky, he's just a man. What if every Facebook user had to pay $10 a year? Now, it'll cost them a couple of $1 million to set up the payment systems and the programs that keep track. But you're looking at, $1 billion, $10 billion potentially over the next 10 years or 20 years. A huge transfer of wealth could happen just because our society uses Facebook for all sorts of things. There's a tremendous part of the economy under there. Well, if you can just get a piece of that action, that'd be enticing. Now, it's not just Zucky. Maybe it's one of his lieutenants who are trying to climb that corporate ladder and says, hey, boss, I got a great idea. We've seen this before. I told you a story about the company I worked for. They hired a new girl, and she came in and said, oh, boy, I'm going to show the boss what I can do. And She made a couple of changes, and dude, two entire offices jumped ship. And I don't suppose she still works for him anymore because she cost him a lot of money. Uh, God. Well, no matter. That's one potential theory. There's a lot of cash involved, and if you can just get a little piece of that pie, that can be a tremendous motivator. Will they actually monetize these groups? Could be. When I had the diner, I had a page for the diner, and it was no problem for me to, place an ad. I could put an ad up, and 900 people in the area would see it, and it cost me only $5. And if I wanted more people to see it, it's only $10. It didn't do any good. The people that were seeing it weren't interested in what I had, apparently. We didn't have a whole lot of results from that. You need to, hit an audience repeatedly for an extended period for an advertisement campaign to be effective. But in these groups, you've got a set of dedicated people who go to these groups every day, every week. Weekends are busier, of course. We got something saying here. Another problem Facebook is concerned with is the counterfeit coins. Oh yeah, there's counterfeit coins. There's the recent Bitcoin correction where it went from what, 16 or 18,000 down to 8. So the cryptocurrencies, that's in the list also. Let me see if I can find that. Nope, that's not it. There's a screen. Here you go. No digital or cryptocurrency. All right, so you can't sell the Bitcoins and whatever else is out there. Look at this. You can't sell replica or prop money. What does that mean? That means you can't sell monopoly money on Facebook. You can't sell monopoly money. Look, here's a blue 10 and a yellow 5, or the other way around. Nope, can't do it. Forbidden, verboten, as they say in some parts of Europe. I just made my first slab box out of a penny box. It's pretty neat. Outstanding, number one. Get yourself some Velveeta. Those work pretty good too, I hear. So there's lots of motivators for why Facebook would kill this. I suspect it's, I'm a little more cynical. I'm thinking they want a piece of that action, and if they can't have it, move it aside. I suspect, and it's been theorized long ago, you get the people in the groups, it's a good steady group, and they'll start monetizing it. The group pays a fee, so then you charge what? $1 a person for a year? Who knows? Whatever it is, they want a piece of the action. So what are we to do? Because, you got millions of dollars being used going through just the Facebook coin groups. Okay, we need a replacement is what we need, a different venue. I've got a couple of links down here in the description. Now it goes to MeWe, and I'm going to show you this real quick. It's it's the same idea. It's a social network. You can chat. You can get involved in live video conferences, voice conferences. Let's get over there and take a look because I got to scratch my nose. Okay, screen, and we got MeWe. What's this one? I can scratch my nose. Okay, this is there's Ray's post about a penny. I thought there was my page. There's my page. You can tell by the peaches. And just like Facebook, it's got some certain advantages, of course. You move your mouse across the screen and 50 things don't pop up. All right. If you want to chat, it's going to be over here on the right side. Real handy instead of being right, smack in the middle, blocking your content. If somebody posts on one of your posts or puts up a reply, it doesn't block what you're doing. Geez, now you can still do photos. Here you go. I got photos here. You can link, videos. You can post videos. I haven't tested how long the videos are that you can put on, but so far so good. Okay, there's groups. You can form a group, and we took the initiative over at CoinOp, and we set up the CoinOp sales and trades only, which effectively is a mirror of the Facebook group. And we have, where's the other one? The CoinOp group. What is this it? I don't know where it went. Okay, well, it's fairly simple to learn, and I need to spend a few more minutes to learn it. This is the CoinOp sales group, and we just got it going earlier. What, yesterday? Yeah. And so we're testing. We do have a sales listing, which is my stuff. And, you know, get in there and buy it. It'll help me. But the whole idea is to make it the same. Same people, same administrators, same policies and procedures and methods, and get people to jump. So how do we make them jump? I'm going to go back to chat for a bit. How do I get there? There it is. Certified bank checks work for speedy stuff. I'm trying to read the chat and talk. I get to talking and I miss so much of chat. It's really the best part. Yeah, a migrate link. What we have to do, we need a plan to make this migration work. We need to inspire people to jump. That little dinging sound you hear is people signing up and saying, oh, I want to join. I'll get to you. We'll get to you. There's a bunch of us. We still have some moderators. You know, a couple of guys are out of town right now, so they'll get to it. But it works the same, right? You can take your coins and post them. You can take your coins and list them and show them off. And it's the same people doing the same thing we were doing on Facebook, just over here. Okay. We got some folks that are promoting it. I've listed it on, well, that's what that was. I had that other group, the YouTuber. Is that still here? The YouTuber group. Where the heck did that go? Groups? Oh, YouTuber coin community. There you go. So we've got the YouTuber coin community we've also mirrored. And how do I get to there? There it is. Let me find if we see that. There you go. Yeah, so over here you got a chat going on with, another group, the Bluefish Coin and Paper Money group. And Chuck Daughtry has set that up. He's a major player in that, and he's been promoting it. But it's a duplication of this of the YouTuber coin community. Well, okay. What's the big advantage here? I can go to Facebook. Where are you here? And I can post coins for sale in group and go to another group and talk about coins. Angela, are going to do a news show once a week. Outstanding, Polly. Go to the YouTuber group, the YouTuber coin community, because I go in there and just say, I'm going live. What do you got for announcements? And you can find, you know, extra stuff to talk about there. And it's people that are active, both in YouTube and, of course, in Facebook. And it's a way to get past the limits of the YouTube chat, because you can post links and stuff in there. You can't do that. Not everybody can do that in the chat section. Okay, so we want to find a way to make it possible for people to jump from Facebook to the MeWe platform. And the best way is to make it a clone. Just repeat it. Same group, same administrators, same policies, same procedures, and hopefully the same people. And the big advantage is here, you don't get cross-posting between your personal stuff and the stuff you do with your coins. Now, the coins is an enterprise for a lot of people, and it's pretty darn lucrative. I have been involved in channels where the people, sometimes the administrators, have, you know, subscribed to my personal page on Facebook. And geez, you know, on occasion I might say something harsh about certain politicians, and this has not always pleased people. And I've been banned from these groups because my personal views posted on my personal page and not in the group. But the person who was saying that knew me from the group and thought it was. Okay, let's separate business from pleasure, right? You want to talk to your mother, your brother, your cousin, your sister, your neighbor, the kid you grew up with, guys from college. Do that on Facebook. But your coins, you can keep that separate over here on MeWe. Nothing but coins. Now, if you want to take it all the way and use it just like Facebook, go right ahead. That's up to you. But keeping them separate, your business and pleasure. Because, you know, your grandmother doesn't care so much about coins. She gave them to you 30 years ago. She's done her job. Your sister's not interested. She wants you to look at the new baby. When are you coming to see the new baby? It looks like a potato. Gosh, I've seen it. I got 3 potatoes in the kitchen. I don't have to change them, and they don't got runny noses. Of course, her potatoes are now 6 feet tall. God, they grow up fast, don't they? Now, we're going to talk about coins and my sister's kids. That's what I do, too. But we're not taking anything away from Facebook. That's the key thing. You can still use Facebook for everything you use it for. We were just offering a new venue where it's outlawed on Facebook. Will you be able to revert to your old Big Show format? No, it's not the platform that is the old format. It's the darn laws of this state. Okay, I've got state law, I've got YouTube policy, and they all have to mesh. And I've got PayPal. I got to have goods and services. I got to give them even Steven fairness on YouTube. And in Florida, I can't sell a raffle ticket without I spend several $1,000s to set up a corporation and an oversight committee and all that. No. The Big Show must be the way it is for a reason. Gosh, I don't make this stuff up. Geez, I don't need a letter from the state's attorney or a knock on the door by a guy in a green suit and a badge. I don't need that. I'm just trying to, promote the hobby. And that's the way it's got to be. So we've got MeWe. There's no ads. There's no pop-ups. There's no tracking. That's kind of handy. It's just as easy as Facebook. MeWe on Facebook at CoinDragon. MeWe is a different site, similar to Facebook. It's a social networking site. And you'll find the link down below. So as YouTube is a separate site from YouTube, or YouTube is separate from Facebook rather, so is MeWe. So is the Disney Channel. So is ESPN.com. So is ABC News. These are all different websites. And MeWe is separate from Facebook. Different people, different policies, different procedures, and they will let you sell coins where Facebook won't. Now, right now, Facebook is still kind of letting you sell coins. You can get away with it for a while, but we thought it was prudent before it, came in at 60 miles an hour into a brick wall. Let's set it up and start getting the word out. Now, as with any new thing, it will take a while to catch on. Disney killed Star Wars? No, man. It was Battlestar Galactica in 1977 when they put the kid there. And that was followed up by Star Trek when they put that Wesley, what was his name? Crusher on the no, get the kid off Star Trek. There's no place for a man to go. We go where no man's gone, no kid is gone. No. Flight of the Navigator was a big part of that. Disney doesn't allow swearing. I'll never be a part of the Disney franchise, unfortunately. But before it all comes to a crashing halt, we need to set it up separately over at MeWe. It seems to be appropriate. It's effective. It's viable. It's a structure and a system that people are familiar with, more importantly, and we can duplicate everything over here with, setting it up over there. Change is a tough thing for a lot of people. You've been using Facebook for years and years. I've been on there since what, 09? Maybe 10. I don't know. What year is this? God, it's 2018? What happened to May? It goes by so fast. Like I said, my sister's kids are 6 feet tall. They should be this big and have runny noses. You and my hubby would get along great with Star Trek. I would love to orbit the Earth and go to the moon and stuff. I'm going on 10 years on Facebook. Yes, Facebook is an old shoe. It's comfortable. We know what's there. We know how it works. We know everybody on Facebook. You find people you haven't seen since high school. What's the oldest person I've met there? A guy I knew when I was 7. And he was growing up. He's got a couple of kids. He's like a mayor in a town. Okay, works for me. New York or someplace. There's another kid I went to high school with. He's like the editor of the Detroit Press or something. There's a guy I went to college with. I mean, I got a picture of him with a lampshade on his head. And he works at Intel designing chips. No fooling. He's a good guy. And you see him every now and then. Well, I see him every now and again. Great guy. And that's what Facebook does, is connect you with old faces that you haven't seen in a long time. Coins, now you're getting into different aspects. You're getting into people that you may not know. Well, you can do that anywhere. Um, but we have these moderators in these groups, the administrators of the group, that keep it tight. They keep a close eye on the group, and that's probably the great advantage to this. You don't get that on eBay. In these groups, we see what's going on. We talk about it behind the scenes. We have, a group just for the administrators of groups where we talk about things. Hey, man, what's going on there? I got a scammer. We got a list. And if you get on that list, that's not good news. But this protects the people who are using the groups. And that's kind of the whole point of the groups, is safety, because peace. How many times have I done videos on, here's another 1914D that somebody's getting ripped off for on eBay. I'm getting a whole collection of videos just on, crooked coins. And these groups make that less likely. We've got a good control of things. We've got a bunch of people who have a pretty sharp heads on them. And, well, we protect you from getting ripped off. It's not that we get paid. We don't want to see people get ripped off. It's too darn easy. You have boatloads of stuff coming in from China. Is this real? No. Why not? Well, because it says made in China on it. That sort of thing. People don't often know what they have or what it's worth, or what to do with it next. Should I get this graded? No. Why not? Because it's worthless. Because it's a bottle cap. It's got copy stamped on it. Gosh. Please heed their advice. When you ask, should I get this graded, and 99 people say no, you have a juried question. Isn't that wonderful? You don't have to take one specific answer. See what the crowd says. A lot of times people offer outstanding information, well thought out, critiqued responses, and they won't lead you wrong. One or two or a few people can be incorrect. You're always going to have that, but they'll come around. It's not good news, Ken, but when is it out of your control? What is there to do? When is it out of my, it's always out of my control. All I can do is what I can do. I can't control Facebook policy. That's a guy in a suit in a tower in a city far away who's probably trying to climb the corporate ladder and says, I got a great idea. Okay, that's out of my control. I can't control how fast they enforce this policy. Right? I can just tell you it's out. It's still going, but it's they're clamping down. So all I can do is say, here's a viable site, here's a viable alternative. It'll work, and we just clone what we have, so it's a comfortable transition. It's not all brand new. I mean, you're going to see me, Polly. You're going to see Lincoln Central, all the familiar people and faces. You'll see Frank Waddell here. You know him as Coin Dragon. You'll see these same people in the same setting, the same group name, just on a different site. On a phone, you have to download a MeWe app. I actually canceled my phone today. I had a cell phone. I haven't used it for a phone call since November. Okay, you travel out of town, it's kind of handy to have when you get lost. So I'll just invest in, map making or something. I can print a map and get there. As long as it's not, in the daytime when I'm driving, because, dude, I don't want to drive at night anymore. Huh? Was that the turn? I can't tell you how many times I said, I hope there's another exit up here so I can turn around, and it's 25 miles. Oh, God. So you look for that bit in the middle of the highway. I'll just turn here. Hopefully won't be a sheriff here. So we want to make the change. Facebook has troubles. It's divisive. You see these posts on Facebook, and people, you swear they are screaming at their computer or screaming at their phone or whatever thing they're using. We don't need that. So the new venue, the new platform, perhaps we have a chance of starting over. And if we separate the business from the pleasure, it'll be all that more easy. Right? You want to rave about the government? Do that on Facebook. You want to talk about coins? We got a site for that. And all you got to do is talk about coins. How great can that be? Going to set up MeWe. I'll be back. Yep. Yeah, I got a couple of notifications I see on MeWe now. So I'm going to guess that a couple of other people who can help you there are currently busy watching the show. And I'll get over there as soon as I can and click OK, 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 because you still have to be approved to get into the groups. In the CoinUp group, you still have to be approved to sell things in that group. Again, that's a layer of protection we offer to the people who come in to buy the coins. We don't want no scammers. We don't want no shirkers. We don't want somebody selling, junky stuff and bad coins. And I want $100 for this 1982 zinc rusted junky thing. We don't have that. We have good quality coins, reasonable prices from people who can be trusted. Really, is there anything more you want? If you just had that much, it's a heck of an advantage. I'm in. Now I need to know how to use it. Works just like Facebook, baby. Type, hit enter, boink, it posts. You have a personal page, right? And let's see if I can show you that. Where is that? Screen. Okay. Here's here's my personal page, just like Facebook, right? You get your little picture at the top. That's so you can tell it's me. Somebody wants to say hi, you get that funny noise, right? If you get a chat, you get this little window over here, and you can chat. It's really neat because you can have several chats going, just like Facebook, and only one pops up at a time. And I can kill that and pop up another one later. I can post something. Hello. How are you today? Would you like to play a game? How about global thermonuclear war? There you go. And then I post it, just like Facebook. Ta-da! There, you can like it. You got the little thing here. You can add a reaction, a smiley face. You can post GIFs, the little animated things where a guy's dancing or something. Okay, you can go to these groups. So you got all your groups. See, we got CoinOp Sales and Trades. We got MeWe News and Updates, Right and Errors, CoinOp, the YouTuber, Coin Community. There's Bluefish Coin and Paper, and that's Chuck Daughtry's group. You got, let's see, notifications, and let's see, Anthony, Ant Am, Frank Waddell emojied your comment. You got Ray Hepburn has applied to join your group, and I'll get in there and check that. I like jarts. I'm not sure what that means. Frank's an interesting character. He really is. There you go. My contacts, right? Same thing as friends on Facebook. Same darn thing. Okay, you go to the groups, and there it is. Look at that. You get the CoinUp group. And what's this other one? Nope, that's not it. There you go. The YouTuber Coin Community. Here's a channel of the week. CJ's Coins and Crafts. There you go. Here's Frank got a new seated dime. We talk about our stuff. Here's the channel video directory. So if you don't have anything to do, you can go watch stuff. And the rest of it is we're just getting stuff set up here. Okay. Just like Facebook. Same darn thing, just different. And it's not so much different you can't find your way around. There we go. Use it the same way you would. You learned Facebook, you learned YouTube. You'll learn that just like that. I mean, in 10 minutes you'll be a pro. I figured it out, and I'm a gosh damn idiot. You better get to my screen, Christine. Oh, Christine's here. Let's see, Beth Connington. Denise is here. How are you? It's Facebook 2.0. Well, it's better than Facebook. They don't have tracking cookies. They don't have advertisements all over the darn thing. You're scrolling through. Here's a guy talking about grandmother died. Here's a guy talking about, got a new job promotion. Here's a buddy of yours got a fish this big. Here's your sister and kids, pictures of her kids' noses. It's a gift, so it's running. Just gross. Why are kids so sticky and smelly? You go in and, is that cabbage you're cooking? No. We never have cabbage. Really? What is that? I don't have kids, so I'm not sure what this cabbage thing is all about. And it's got to be shoes or something. I have snups. I don't know what that means. Jason, all you guys wanted me to do is say, yes, I was scamming people. My father always wanted me to never lie, so I'll not say it was me when it was not. I don't know what that's about either. Why do cats have cheeseburger? Yeah, But you can keep the coins over on MeWe. Just coins. No politics, no religion, no discussion about, you know, the local events or civil affairs or issues of the day. Just coins. Hey, look at this one. Isn't it pretty? It's $6. Here's where you can reach me. You want it? No problem. Pay with PayPal. I'll send you an invoice. Use a private chat. I'll get your email that way. Everything at 24-hour auction. It will work. Everything will work the same, right? Do they have timers on those? Let's have a look over here. Here's, what's this one? Here's Kevin Berry. Oh, let me show you this. It would work if I showed it to you. Screen. There you go. Now I'm going to go over to the screen. Is that it? Here's Kevin Berryhill. He's the owner of Blue Collar Coins. This is one that Chuck Daughtry's pushing real hard. We got an M. I'm going to guess that should be a MS62. 1949D, Franklin half, right? Not Benji. Okay. Very lustrous AU, much better than the pick. $33. Sold! Look at that, he sold it. Okay, yeah, you got a timer. If you can see that, it says Thursday, February 15, 2018 at 9:24 p.m. Yes, we can keep track of 24-hour auctions. Okay, buy it now. No problem. What do you got down here? You got a seated dime. See, we're just getting started in this, so Kevin Berryhill, I guess, has a lot. And again, yeah, you're going to have the same limits, 12 at a time on the coin up group for sales. You can do auctions. You can do buy it now. So you can have an auction with a buy it now, right? If you want to do a deal or no deal, there's a group for that. The deal or no deal group is here. What do you got? Coin and currency and tokens. You got DFW, gold and silver. That's all the groups that I have so far. It's been a busy day, and that's as much as I can put together. But anything we can do on Facebook, you can do here. So why not? Let me find my way back. There I am. Yeah, everything you can do on Facebook. Again, same people. It's the same, except for the little URL up at the top. And it's easy enough. Just click the one down below in the description. Excuse me. There's a grasshopper in here. He jumps in every now and then. Wow. Assume we need a bunch of members before we start an auction. That would be a good idea. For now, since the population is kind of low, an auction is not really the best way to go. You're just not going to get the bids. But you can get started and make the jump and do a buy it now. Now, the advantage of the buy it now, this is $17 plus shipping, is you can post that in both places. You can have it on Facebook and have it in MeWe. So if Facebook actually croaks, you still got MeWe. But it serves as another means of inviting people to join the MeWe. We're establishing content. We're populating the group. And that's what we need to do. Cindy just joined MeWe. God love you, dear. That's what's going to need to happen to keep this hobby going in this setting. Digital is really the way to go. Like I say, you've got 1.5 billion people using Facebook. What are you talking? 20 million people that are, that have coins in their drawer. A lot of them. We're barely scratching the surface. Most of the volume of trading and selling and buying of coins will always be shows and dealers and coin shops. We're just scratching the surface. But these sales groups make it possible for anybody, and I mean anybody, to try it out, to get involved in selling and earning some extra cash. Taking that coin you found in a roll that cost you a penny and selling it for, $5, $10, $100. What Brian Berry just found in 1988 with a reverse of 89, and it's beautiful. It's a $100 coin, easy. Find it in a bag of pennies. There you go. And you have that opportunity. Anybody can do that. We share the information on, is it right? You put up a picture. Is this coin what it is? Yep. One guy says no, but 10 people say yeah. Well, listen to the 10. because we're not there to steer you wrong. Now, what have you got for ideas? What can you share? Because there are other things we can do, and I'd love to hear it. I've been rambling for, well, I don't know how long, 45 minutes or so. If you have ideas, let's talk about them. That's the whole point of this open discussion, is we have this chat feature. We have the ability to effectively moderate a discussion, and I would love to hear it. Now, another issue, another possibility, we got the Friday Night Madness show, and I've talked about it, especially with Lemonhead Penny, about selling his coins. But geez, 3 weeks ago he started, making his own videos, and he's doing splendidly all by himself. But there are people who don't have the savvy to produce a show and sell coins on their own show. So yeah, we could do that. Have Midnight Madness and sell your coins, and I'm going to work on that. We have to have agreement signed. Yeah, we have a litigious society, so we're going to have signed documents and stuff in place before that happens. But it would not be impossible to, I'll just send Ken my coins, and I am then the machine into which you put your coins to get your money. Wouldn't that be interesting? Now we have it all. What is this coin? What's it worth? And how do we get my money? And if you don't have the savvy to get that money, perhaps I can do it. Ken will set you straight. Get those coins. That one's junk. This one's okay. That one's kind of okay. That one's junk. But this one, that's a coin. We, the YouTube coin community, should all do vids to that effect. Excellent reference book, Leaning on Your Wall. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I was looking, and what you see behind that is just a jar of pennies. I wanted to cover it. It looks like coffee. It's actually a bookend. Let me show you this. You'll love this. Whoa! There you go. It's a jar of pennies. It's a bookend. It's $12. These are all 2016 pennies. They look just like that. And oh, is this camera? There it is. The whole thing's full of them. But it keeps that stuff from falling over. And that, look, back in the day, this is all we had. This is Breen's Encyclopedia. And there was one copy in the state, and it was in the public library. And if you had a coin and you wanted to look it up, you had to get the book. And, there's 7, 10, 12 people that would go to the library and borrow that book and keep it for a month. A couple of times a year, maybe you can get it for a week or two. But it makes a great backdrop, doesn't it? There we go. Back in the day, if I had a coin and I want to have somebody look at it, there's no such thing as, I'll just post this online, because there was no online. I had a Commodore 64, okay, with a tape drive. Basic. Remember that? Basic? Had 64K of memory. You got more than that on your phone. You could do more with your phone than I could with, a pretty darn good computer for its day. We had 16 colors. You plug it into your TV. You gotta get a little, thing to plug into. If I had some coins I wanted to take and show to somebody, I had to wait for the coin show. They had one about every quarter, every season, down in Searsport, Maine. And there's one old guy, he'd look at your coins, be 20 people in line saying, "Can you look at my coin?" And finally, after waiting for an hour and a half, you get up to him and say, "I have these coins to look at." He says, "I'll look at one." There's 30 people behind you. So you really learn to whittle it down to, "Can you tell me about this one? Can you look at this one and tell me what I have?" Now, I got people that send me 30 pictures a day. Please don't send me 30 pictures a day. I'm not going to get to them. 1 or 2, no problem. 30? Dude, I got enough to do. Just try to feed the cat. I'm taken directly to, will you let me join your group on MeWe? Probably. The Coin Up group is entirely possible. There is a list. I'm going to check you against that list first. That's how it works. and we'll go from there. But right now, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing to, access everybody to the group because we're still talking about this thing. What is Snups? Is that I'm not up with everything. I don't even know what Instagram does. Poke. Yeah, Poke and Peek. That was Commodore 64. Next best thing to machine language. Gosh, that's just digits. That's all you do is type in numbers. Be right back. Don't feel well. Lincoln, get some cold water, some chicken soup, towel up, take a hot bath, and an aspirin, and get better soon. We need you. We need your experience and caring. Okay. I'll be making a video talking about the migration shortly. Thank you, Coin Dragon. That's what we need to do. We can get the sellers. They'll need to jump because Facebook's gonna cut them off. And if we have the sellers over there, hopefully we can draw the buyers as well. Because we need everybody to make it happen, make it work. We have to make it convenient. We have to make it easy. We have to make it the same. And then it's a simple matter of just, bookmark the page so you can get to it easily. It's worth a try, but odds isn't good. You would be the first to trust me in it. I don't understand that. Can't tell if that's my MeWe or yours. I've got 7 people or 7 notifications on my MeWe. I've got 3 on YouTube, 1 on Facebook, and this is quiet. This is a quiet night. Sometimes I check out Facebook, it says 99. I can't get to all this. So I just do my thing. And if I can help people out, I will. But I don't always get to everybody. Sometimes email I have, 1. Sometimes I have several. Sometimes I have 30 pictures from one person. I can't do everything, but by God, I'll do what I can. And a partridge in a, MeWe I posted today. It's easy. There's nothing to it. It's as easy as typing in the chat right here on what are we? On YouTube. Same darn thing. It's as easy as posting on Facebook. Works the same. You can, instead of calling it friends, they're called contacts, which makes sense. Instead of having private messages, it's called chat. And you can control who's in that chat. It could be chat to just one person. You can get in a chat with, 50 people, just like we have during this channel, during this live stream. And that would stay and keep on going. It doesn't stop just because the video stops. And that's the whole point of having the YouTuber community. Has I had a 64 played Space Taxi? Space Taxi. There was a game I had. It worked on my computer when I built it. It was a 286. I put it together out of parts. It cost me like, $25 to get the right size floppy. But once I had the floppy, I could load, and I could do Windows. But it was really slow because it was a 286. And not everything worked. But it wasn't too long. I upgraded to a 486. Skipped a 3 altogether, went to a 486. Yeah, that was back in the day. And I got a blazing hot 36K modem. Remember that? Ran the Hidden Cavern BBS in Phoenix for 4 years. 8087. No, my first, I got an 8088. I think I had a 2 mega RAM, 20 megabyte hard drive. I got a portable here somewhere. What the heck is that? There you go. I keep all my data on a. Here it is. And that's plugged in. Is it? Yeah, it's plugged in. This is my my data. It goes back, 15 years. Because if the laptop crashes, that's everything. My backup, everything. I actually use the laptop for backing up my data. There's pictures in here. When I had the 8088, this was 1994. It had a 20 megabyte hard drive. It was probably 6 times bigger than this. This is 1 terabyte. Get one. They're like $50 nowadays. They're not too bad at all. But you can take your data anywhere. Computer crashes. Here it is. Plug it into the next one. These are now disposable, these things. Yeah, lots of changes. Technology will continue to change. We know this. Digital technology gets better, gets faster. We've got live streaming. We didn't have this, 10 years ago. If we did, it was choppy at best, bad resolution. Kind of looked like, what did it look like? It's like looking through a coffee can, perhaps. Oh, it's this one. There you go. That was the quality of the image. Now, your phone is probably better than that camera that I have for taking pictures of pennies. You can zoom right in the middle of the number 9 in the date on your quarter and say, oh, it's a double die. I still have a 32 megabyte drive. Yeah, use it as a doorstop, right? Just put it right there, kick it aside. Keeps the door from banging when the wind blows. The old BBS. Yeah, that was a while back. But these digital cameras, they're so darn easy. These things, I got this guy. These are 20 bucks nowadays, 25 bucks. Right? You've seen them. Got a cheap loop on there. These are cheap as dirt. These are 25 bucks. 21 bucks really. And they take fantastic photos. And they should be able to plug into a lot of your phones. This came with a cord to plug it into your phone. I never tried it on my phone because I don't know how my phone works. So I've said to hell with it. I'm not paying 50 bucks for something I can't use. Radio Shack 150 in one project kit. The old Trash 80s. There you go. Radio Shack Trash 80 with 4 megahertz processor. Blazing. One color screen. What were those other ones? What the heck were they? NCRs, I think. We had those back at the summer camp. I went to astrophysics camp when I was like 16. Yeah, I was a geek. I was as nerdy as they came, man. We played chess in high school. We were state champs, too. Yeah. They used to beat me up and take my lunch money. And I'll get even with them. I will. Oh, I can't see that far. CMBC RS400. RS400. They had the Atari 400s, the Atari 800s. They were pretty decent computers, but geez, once I got into video games, boom, it blew away those computers I had. Old IBMs. Yeah, but that's what we came in 40 years, 35 years. We went from the Commodore 64 to what we have now. There's more power in this laptop than the computer that put the man on the moon. Seriously. Now, it was a system that they used. It was survivable, was the whole point. You could kill the power of the thing right now and start it right back up, and it keeps all the same memory and just picks up where it left off. That's the key to that operation, but it was a very basic thing. The Wang business machines. Yep. Fortran, COBOL. C was big back then. You had basic and G basic or basic G. Yeah. Now I don't know what they program in nowadays. God knows. I don't know what it does, how to do it. Yeah, I could write programs. It was neat. I did one for genealogical databases, which is pretty neat. Does it tell you how many members are in there? It may. Let's see. Let me run over real quick and have a look. Let's see. Screen. There it is. Okay, we've got. There's the coin up group. Let me shut this for a bit and kill that. We got members. And what group is this? This is the coin up sales and trades only. And how many members does it have? Search members. Doesn't give me the actual number yet. At least I don't see it yet. Members. Well, we're getting some. We'll get a couple of pages. We'll get there. Eventually, it'll be terrifically large. Let's see. You got Mike Badger, Victor Cortez, Chris Rhodes, Jody Gomez, me, Robert Lawson, So you get the same darn people. Dustin's kind of out of town right now, but he'll be on as soon as we get a hold of him. Here's Brian Barry. Now I'm going to add contact on him. Ta-da! There, he's been invited to me. We got Layla. I'll add that. We got Steve. I've seen Steve Benbow. I don't know him too well. We'll just add him. There you go. That's everybody, I think. We got notifications. This is simple and easy. Here's Justin and Matt Malding. Oh, good. I'd have to go to there. And where is that button? Members? Files, events, tweets, search group, all posts. Well, there's a button I press and it'll let me, let people in. But I don't know where that is right now. Okay. No matter. I'm kind of in the middle of the live stream, so we'll get to it. You've got mail. Now, you see, there's a great example of what I'm talking about with You've Got Mail. Beth, I'll get to you, I'm sure of it. AOL back in the day, they started out and effectively had their own proprietary internet. You get on AOL, you could chat, you could, put up files and stuff, and they had websites for all sorts of things where you could, play games, whatever. And every link on AOL went to another AOL page. There was an entire whole world out there, but everything on AOL went to AOL. Facebook is heading that direction. Well, remember you had that litigious society thing. It doesn't do them any good to send you off-site if they're going to get money if you stay on-site. And you're having that same thing with YouTube right now. If you post links over here in chat, sometimes they don't work if they go away from YouTube. Well, how bad is this going to get? It's the lawyers. I blame the lawyers. That's the first thing you do when something goes wrong. You blame somebody else, and that's probably why the Bitcoin people got upset. They bought high and sold low and lost a fortune in no time, and they got to find somebody to blame because they can't possibly be that dumb. So they blame somebody over here. YouTube says, you're right, we better, screw all these people selling coins, because I'm sure they had nothing to do with it. But by God, they're going to pay, and we will make them pay. Blame the judges. I mean, like Judge Reinhold and them. Scant competition from Earthlink. Earthlink never put it together. CNET had a chance for a little while, but they couldn't put it together. The way the Facebook app works, or the Facebook site works, yeah, that took hold and that grew and grew because there was a personal touch in there. You could talk to your mother on there. You can meet old friends from 20 years ago you haven't seen since forever, and say, hey, what are you doing? What are you up to? Here's a picture of the kids with their snotty noses. Net zero started back then. Lots of things. When was it? 2001. A guy said, you got to try Google. That's pretty good. I was using CNET search at the time. Got to try Google. It's a new one. It's pretty good. Try it out. And now Google owns, the world. So before one company or one site gets too much control, let's take our thing and put it over here where we can do our thing and be left alone to do our thing. Because more than anything else, that's what I want. Let us do our thing. We're not breaking the law. We're just a bunch of coin collectors. Let us do our thing in peace. Don't be sticking your hands in our pocket every time we want to do something. Amber's here. Amber's over on the MeWe site. Web Ferret. I have no idea what Web Ferret is. That's a new one. He's probably a hacker. You watch out for that coin dragon. He'll sneak up on you. Yeah. He'll start your car without you knowing it. Let their gas run out. He'll just be on his phone. Look out the window, his neighbor's car starting. Yeah, got it. Retired hacker. Okay, he used to start his neighbor's car. Yeah, now he makes his neighbor's doorbell go off at 3 o'clock in the morning. Devious. That's what he is. Okay. Now, if you got other ideas, we would love to hear them. right? Let's talk about them. How do we get the word out? We post. Everybody, you, me, him, them, everybody. If you have a video channel, if you make videos, talk about it. Do a special. Hey, look, here's what we're doing. Give us some airtime. It's not us. It's not me. It's everybody. It's all these people you see over here in chat. Us. That's us. Got a story for you sometimes. Speaking of that, oh gosh, I'll tell you about the mouse. Did I tell you about the mouse? We spun him around. Poor thing. He probably made it for the first 1,000,000 rotations. It was like 10 seconds. Nothing left to him. I will can. Outstanding. That's what it needs to be is, a lot of people talking about it. Make it a public thing. Don't hide it. There's nothing secret about it. If we want it to work, we have to pull together to make it work. Because Facebook ain't going to help us out. MeWe, they don't care. Okay, I'm going to be straightforward with you. They don't care what we post. They're going to, you want to sell coins? Go ahead, sell coins. And that's what I want. Good. They ain't going to bother us. They're not going to say, you got to stop your group or pay us, which, Zucky's going to do. There's Zucky's lieutenants. Heck with that. Look at that. People are jumping all over the place. They see Matt Maulding has sent me a message. Yeah. But it's going to take a whole lot of us, right? We've got some of these groups are starting. If you administer a group, talk to your guy. Talk to the guy who operates that group, who leads it. Your lead man, and say, look, this might be a good idea. We go over here because everybody's jumping off this bridge. If all your friends jumped off a bridge, would you jump too? Well, of course you would, because you don't have fools for friends. And if they're jumping off, they got a good reason. So yeah, we jump too. But any place you go, if there's a group you favor over on Facebook where you buy and sell coins, drop a hint. Well, not a hint. Here's MeWe. Go there. Because we've got the same thing we had before. Moderated groups, administrators who are paying attention, keeping the the less desirable elements out. If somebody has screwed somebody else, or taken payment and not shipped, or received a payment and they said it's no good, I want my money back, and didn't ship it back, buyers and sellers both could be less scrupulous. If Ken jumps, #1 coin roller hunt jumps. I'm jumping. Oh God, I think I hurt myself. Oh, no drama. Oh God, I think I broke a rib. Oh, this is not a physical channel for a reason. My home page will be strictly R-rated or higher. Okay with me, man. Really, keep your homepage stuff, your personal stuff, keep that over on Facebook. MeWe, GoPro. Seriously, your whole page can be just, I'm Ken and I'm a coin freak. So everything you post is just coins. Here's something neat. Here's a coin channel. Here's a coin video. Here's a coin blog. Here's a coin article. Here's a coin book. Here's a coin review. Here's a place where they dropped a lot of coins and you can just go help yourself. Here's a picture of a coin. I used to have it, and now somebody else does. We love you, Ken. You're a great person. I love myself too. Really, I sometimes at night when I'm all alone, I just yell out my own name. I'm that good. When I'm done yelling out my own name, my neighbors have a cigarette. It's good to be me. Well, anyway, that's what we're talking about today. How do we keep the community going when it is forbidden in the place we've been doing it for all these months and years? There's a cigarette icon. Check that out. Well, we have to pull together, stay together as a team. It's not, 1 or 2 people that makes this happen. It has to be a concerted effort. And everybody, it's a big sandwich. Take a bite. Contribute to this. It's an event. It's kind of a movement. You have, I mean, what are you, 50,000 people is the estimate for coin people on using fake. 50,000 people. That's across the world. I get views on YouTube. It lets you see who's watching and where they're watching from. Um, I get people watching from Belarus. I don't even know. Do svidanya. Vodka. I get people in Australia. Good day. I got an Australian coin. It's a good day cent. It's a get a kangaroo on it. On the other side's a wallaby. See that? It's a Lincoln. Looks just like Lincoln, but it's a wallaby, really. Because, you know, it turns out wallabies do look a lot like Lincoln because all the hair. I'll pick that one up later, I guess. I get people in Japan. I got konnichiwa. People in, I don't know where, everywhere. No Venezuela, because I think they're having trouble right now. Wallaby will when nobody will. Call Wally. Me too. I get people all over the world. Well, you get a lot of troops, right? And they got phones. And geez, they're good folks. You know, it's your brother, it's your cousin, it's your father, it's your son. And they collect coins. Why not? We're all over the world. You know, you go on vacation, you want to, geez, I got nothing to do because it's 3 o'clock in the morning and the power's out because we're in Eastern Europe. But my phone is charged. I'll look at coins. Or you're on a train someplace. You got plenty of power, and it's just a train, middle of the night. Yeah, there's all kinds of reasons to watch anytime, day or night. But it's you and me and them and us, and we're just regular people. We just want to look at coins and collect coins, put together our sets, learn, right? You know, see and do and find out what's out there. It's a big world. I've been to the Mississippi River. I haven't crossed it yet. One day I will. But I hear it's really big from people who have crossed the Mississippi. I've gone to Cleveland, Cincinnati, some places in Indiana, of course, Maine, just a little bit of Canada, and, you know, every single state up and down the East Coast many times. I've learned so much from you. Thank you, Ken. One day, you'll be the one that'll do the teaching. Right? This is how people learn. The people with experience teach the people who want to learn that don't have the experience. Living in New York years back, and there was an Amish family right behind where I was staying. Real great folks. And, well, they're going to come over and plow the field because, look at this, I'm slobbering. I get to talking so much, it's like rabies or something. Let me wash this up. They're going to plow the field. I'm working on an organic farm because, you know, I'm an organic farm kind of guy. I have nothing growing out here right now except for some giant garlic from 3 years ago. It's doing great on its own. Okay, good. Anyway, the Amish family talked to them, hey, can you plow our field? Sure. It's the easiest thing there is to do. It'll take a day. They got these incredible horses, these huge draft horses. The fella here, he comes up, he's got his oldest boy with him. They got these 3 horses. Now, behind the horses, they got a Pioneer plow. Seriously, it's an old, you know, well, actually, it's new. These things are $2,000. It's a single blade plow. And they got it in a tire, and the horses are just dragging it on. Because if they drag it across the asphalt, it's going to screw up the plow blade, you know, little pointed piece of metal. So they stick it on a tire. These horses can drag that. No, if they didn't, they would plow the asphalt. And I look at these horses, and they are 9 feet high. Magnificent. I said, man, you don't see horses like that every day. Well, actually, we do. We feed them every day. Little guy says that. You know, that makes good sense. But the horse in the middle was a new horse. He just got this horse. The horse had just come of age. You know, he's big enough to plow. Horses on the outside, the 2 other horses, he's had them for years. And they got the new one to learn from the old one. That's the way horses learn, and people learn the same way. The old people teach the young. This is the way of things. It's how it's happened for millennia. So you folks, you'll learn. The more you learn, the more you're going to start to teach other people. And one day you will be the old horse. That's no fooling. Make a contribution to the hobby. Make an effort to learn more. And keep it going. That's how it works. As things improve, you assimilate that info. Absolutely. Just by talking and listening and doing and looking and reading, and that's what the hobby's about. You know, just doing the coin thing. And you learn. You remember this. And it's really neat because you want to. Ooh, I really like these coins. Well, it says here, you know, they made this many of them. And this guy designed them. And he also designed this other thing. And I like those too. But they had a problem on this year. Oh, so I should look for that because I think I have one. So you go and look. Oh, I do. And it's worth, you know, $500,000. But it's that process of investigation where one thing leads to the next, because you want to get a series, you got to have every coin. And every coin has a story behind it. And some of them are really interesting. Why not? There's history behind them. How did design get there? We've got coins that are made for history. The commemorative halves, for example. You know, they get a pilgrim or a governor or Davy Crockett or somebody on those coins. Did you poop? You can't say poop in public. It upsets the poopers. No content because I'm new to silver coin collecting and I'm working on my page. Still, I stopped. You know, if you have no content and you're new, record the learning process. And all by itself, that is a teaching tool. It really is. How did you find out about whatever it is you found out about? What are you looking at this week? Because there's somebody who doesn't have the information that you have. You're never too old to learn, and you're never too young to teach. Ken, my service dog, says hello. Woof. That's all you get. Wow, MeWe notifications coming in now. Yeah, 20. We'll get there. 26, 30. Okay, good. That's how it works. We all have a part. The coin hobby, it's decentralized. YouTube or Facebook, one guy on top, good old Zucky, a few lieutenants, and then their staff, in departments. But it's, it's centralized. The hobby, everybody is doing their thing, man. Everybody. There are very few companies, more than, 10 people in the coin industry. Very few. Maybe you have some auction houses, Stacks, Bowers, or Heritage, for example. Not many companies. Maybe you have a busy coin shop. Silvertown, I bet you they got a pretty busy shop. Littleton, I bet you they have a pretty busy shop. But for the most part, it's hobbyists. We do our own thing on our own. Most people have fewer than 50,000 coins. And a lot of those is a big sack of pennies. Most collections, really, you're talking a few hundred coins. Not a whole lot there. We're just kissing the surface of what's out there. We haven't even started to talk about the really good stuff. Man, it goes on and on. There is without end to the coin hobby. And geez, jump in, get involved, take part. Everything you do makes the hobby better. So that's what I do, is promote the hobby. I'm just a PR guy for the hobby. I read the news, tell the story, do my thing. That's all I'm really. What else are you gonna do? That's the way it works. What is going on there? I got 34 up there now. It's 10:48. We're an hour and a half into the show. I think we touched on every subject here, right? Let me go over my notes. I actually take notes for this kind of thing. Let's see. No ads, no pop-ups, no tracking. You get photos, videos, text, GIFs. Is it GIF or GIF? You get chat, sound chat, video chat. There's groups, personal page, and separate the business from pleasure. Yeah, we got that. That's looking good. Have a great night, everyone. Lincoln's going to head out. How you feeling? Feeling any better? Jay Collar, that's a new name, I think. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button before you go. leave a comment afterwards, and we'll go from there. No, sir, you don't feel better. Do we need to call help for you? You say the word. You get to know these people. Alrighty. Have a good night, everyone. Please check out my channel. There's Polly's channel. If you have a channel, post it. If you have, blue. Coin Finder. Great stuff over there. That's Ray Hepburn. Polly Nichols. Coin Dragon. Silver Ridge. Good night, Lincoln. Hey, Ken. Just hit the sub button. Going to binge watch the coin class. Some of those are pretty good, I think. I got some late shows. Pacemakers on back order. If you need to, jump off the couch and, get that shock effect that way. That's what I do. Sometimes it works, but I hurt my ribs sometimes. Yep, and there's a blog to go with that. And if there's something you'd like to hear more about, let me know, and I'll babble about that. But there's some late night shows where I'm just doing my thing, looking at coins and talking about it, and they're pretty good. People listen to it in the background instead of customers at work. I got no problem with that. God bless you, Ken, for everything you do for me. Well, thank you very much, baby. Like I say, I'm just doing my thing and sharing it with you. We need more of that. Gosh, imagine we had 1,000 people doing this sort of thing. Because we could. It's not a problem. I keep telling you, do a video. It could be fun. Listen to the thing. We're up in the 50s now. Okay. Yep. But promote the MeWe. Let's make the transition. Let's make it smooth. Let's make it easy. And let's all do it. Tell everybody you know, go. And that's what it's going to take, is everybody pitching in if this is going to work. Because if we stay in Facebook, they're going to shut it down. We don't have a choice. Let's make it happen. That is what Ken is. Coin class. It's a lot of fun. Oh, and I have books again, and loops, and scales. We're in it one after the other after the other. But the last couple of weeks, I can't do a giveaway. I don't have stuff. Now we got stuff. So every week in coin class, except for the last 2 weeks, we have a giveaway. And, we put in a book, one of these little loops, because this is the key tool. If there's one tool you want, it's this guy. They're $3. Really. That's it. It's the best tool. Nothing beats your eyeball. A scale is handy. They're not expensive. And a book, so you have some information. What do we got? I got. Here you go. Photograde. It really is one of the best darn books out there for people new to coins. Right? You got a picture of every coin, every series, in every grade. You hold your coin up and say, it's this good, but not as good as this. So your coin is here at good. Or your coin is, it's almost this good. Not quite. Okay, it's this good. And you can tell what your coin is. And if you can determine the grade, you can then reference a price guide. And now you have, what is it? What's it worth? And then I'll work out the details so we can, so I can be the machine you put it into to get your money. Have a great night, Polly. Seriously, if you haven't subscribed to Polly, he's got a good channel. He's got a big heart. It's a good spot. Go check Polly, If you had somebody you wanted to chum around with and just, shoot the junk about coins, Polly would be it. Or me, or maybe not Coin Dragon. He's kind of, I think he's a little funny, I think. Don't tell him I said that. I have to go all up at 5:30. Gosh, I remember when I had a job. All I do is talk about coins now. It's so much more fun. The groceries are getting a little light, but, well, what the hell. There's a whole field of acorns out back. I'll hit those. It'll be fun. Great stream again, Ken, as always. Thank you, oldies and goodies. Chocolate Cherry just showed up. You're going to have to watch this whole thing from the start, because I'm about to kill it here. We've been going for an hour and a half. But I think we got the point across. Looking at, what are we at, 54 over on MeWe. Wow, imagine if those 54 people told 10 people, right, and send them to watch this show so they have an idea of what's going on. Well, those 54 would be 540. One more iteration, you got 5,000 people. That's enough to really make a showing. You could then go from bin to auction, and there would be an audience to support that, and you can just keep doing what you were doing before. My name is Paul Stewart, Rob Stewart. I thought that name looked familiar. I was thinking, isn't he a movie star, Rob Stewart? He was in the Breakfast Club, I think. Yeah, he was the geeky guy. Talk to people on the move, on the MeWe, to get NE in coin ops. To get NE. I can't read. I can barely see the darn channel. Talk to people on MeWe to get me in coin ops. Okay, that must be an app. Yeah, we'll go from there. Send me an email, and we'll sort it out. I can't promise anything. I promise nobody anything. I don't know your names right off when you get into these groups. We're going to check you out, you know. If you've done wrong to somebody before, we can expect it from somebody again. Do we give you a chance? Sometimes. We've done it, and we've been stung before, too. What happened here? I lost a... There you go. Okay. So I make no promises. Most definitely I will. Thank you very much. Now, for those of you who have to get up early in the morning, I'll let you get to bed. For those of you joining in late, watch it over again. For those of you who have been here, pitch in, do what you can, and let's keep this community going. Because I ain't giving this stuff up. I'm going to keep on going no matter what. Yeah, it's what I do. It's a lot of fun. Imagine doing your hobby all the time. I said that. I said, screw this. I don't want to work. I'll just do the coin thing. My blood pressure is so low, I stand up and I pass out. Right? There's some days I just sleep in until I'm done sleeping. It's wonderful. I get up and I used to get in the truck and drive up to the plant up here, you know, it's 15 miles, and just be cursing the whole way. No fooling. I would take one step through the gate up at the plant, and I would go from, you know, just plain miserable to miserable with heartburn. And not just any, I always had a pocket full of antacids. Just stepping in the gate, heartburn's up. I got an ulcer up there. Yeah, I was a contract with the ulcer. They should have called me Sully or something. But driving up in the morning, you can't see anything on the road. I ran over so many possums and so many armadillos. It was like the Holocaust, right? I don't know how the truck stayed on the road. There's so many dead animals up there. Because that time of the night, yeah, they all cross the road for some reason. I don't know why. Well, it's 5:30 in the morning. We got to cross the road. Get all your other possum buddies and let's go. March. Here comes the truck. Plow them down. I'm bitching the whole way. You get out of work and you just can't get home enough and get out of them just filthy, nasty clothes. T-shirts would dissolve sometimes. It's an acid plant is where I primarily work. So the phosphoric acid and the sulfuric acid would dissolve your clothing. Listen, they gave us money to buy clothes, which is good. But you're tired, you wore out, you're grumpy. There's no way to live. The paychecks were really nice. It really was. But I used those paychecks. I paid for the truck. I paid for the house. House is paid for. Got rid of the phone. Didn't need that. Everything's paid for. I got a well. I got a septic. I got no utilities bills except the electricity. Really, I should have just stuck with it for a little longer and got solar. Then I have no bills. Property tax and groceries. I can grow stuff there if I wanted to. I'm so glad I came across your channel, Ken. It's rare to find a kind, genuine, and sincere person to educate and move a community of people nowadays. Thank you, Ken, and good night. You can do it too, Jay. You know, pitch in. Talk to your people. You know, because really, we're all the same folks. There's nothing that separates what you do from what I do. We look at coins. We learn about them. I still learn stuff. I used to learn something new every day, and now I'm old enough I forget something new every day. So I can learn from you still. Oh yeah, I remember that. It'll be fun. Teach me something. What do you got to tell me? Because I don't know it all. Can you get a run to the store? Yep. Pick up some ice cream. Daddy went to the store for ice cream. He said he'd be back. That was 6 years ago. Have a super great night. Good night, Polly. Native Chicks is just joining us. If you have just joined us, watch the whole show again, because I'm going to call it good in a minute or two. And let's keep everything going. It's been working. It's going to be the same, so it should continue to work. But if we allow Facebook to shut us down, what do we have left? eBay? Nope. Screw eBay. You don't have any personal interaction on eBay, right? In these social networks, we can do that. In the videos and the chats, we can do that. I've never seen so many people give out so much stuff to so many other people that they never even knew. Crazy. But geez, it brings the hobby closer together. And that's kind of neat. It's like we get our own little coin show, every single day here. But don't let Facebook shut us down. And you can do that just by going over to the links I have down below. Click on the MeWe, sign up. You got to fill in your name, right? Don't type in Ken PV. That's what I did. It worked for me, but you got to type in like, Polly Nichols or, Chocolate Cherry, right? You got to type in your email. Don't tell me what that is. That's your business. You got to type in a password. Hit send. Welcome. It is that easy. It's just as easy as it was to sign up for Facebook, to sign up for to YouTube, to sign up for eBay. Except there they want your PayPal too. You don't trust eBay, they're not moderated. Right? Nobody looks at the coins before they're listed for sale. And that's what we do in the groups. No, you ain't selling that. It's rusted, it's bent, it's got a hole in it. It's actually not a coin. It's a piece of wood painted brown. And you want $100 for it? Not only am I not going to post it, you're out of this group. Go somewhere else. What is MeWe, says Silver Rage. MeWe is a replacement. It is an alternative venue. Now, you'll have to go back and watch the entire show here. It's only an hour and a half. I cover most of the good stuff in the first 20 minutes. But Facebook has they prohibited coin sales. It's still going on, but we expect that it will be shut down. So before it gets shut down entirely, a bunch of us are getting together and we're setting up shop on MeWe. It's another social networking site, much like Facebook. And we'll have the same administrators, the same groups, the same buyers, the same sellers, the same darn people doing the same darn thing, except we're not going to get shut down. It's easy to join. It works just like Facebook. You can post stuff. So you keep MeWe for the coins, and you keep Facebook for talking to your grandmother, your cousin, your aunt, your brother, your cousin, your neighbors, guy from church, right? Politics, rant about government, bitch about hate, or hate bitches. I don't know, whatever you like on Facebook, right? But MeWe, it works. It'll do the job, and we'll go from there. Okay, folks, let's wrap it up. I want to thank you for coming. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. There's a little bell. You want to give that wings. And if you do, that'll tell you when I get up to do my thing again, rambling stuff. I missed the first 30 minutes. I wasn't paying attention much either, really, to tell you the truth. I really should. I'll watch it again later. And it'll work. Now, tomorrow night, we have Friday Night Madness. Saturday at 3 o'clock is a coin class. We just talk about coins. Maybe you learn something. Sunday's the big show. And every now and then I put up something else. Just for fun. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Stay in touch. Let's see. How do I stop this? There it is.